Hello, welcome to How to Play House in a Wood, a game for one player. This game comes to us from Solitaire by David Parlett, and it is a game that you're going to need 2 decks of cards. It does take up quite a bit of table space, so I use my miniature decks. If you have miniature decks, this is the perfect game for them. So you're going to take both miniature decks with no jokers, shuffle them together. I went ahead and did the classic smush together because shuffling these miniature decks of cards is a little bit difficult. Their card size and the card stock thickness just makes shuffling very, very difficult. But I will give it an attempt to shuffle, not really a great shuffle, but I will attempt to shuffle. We're going to take groups of 3 and just go ahead and deal them out. We should have about 35. The last group will only have 2 cards, but that will be what we'll do is we'll just take groups of 3 and put them down. And don't worry, I will adjust the camera angle so we can see this a little bit better. As far as right now, I'm just getting the game set up. So I'm just taking groups of 3, and I'm leaving some spots in the middle for the base foundations, what we're going to be packing to win the game. And so that's what we're going to do. And now I'm going to go ahead and fan these out real quick. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and adjust that camera. Now, the way this game is going to work, we're going to have 4 piles for kings, 4 king foundations that are going to be built in suit in descending order, and 4 ace foundations that are going to be built in ascending order in suit. Now, once we have a vacancy, it cannot be refilled, and there is no redeal. We can pack cards in ascending or descending order on the last card of the fan. So look at the northwest corner, that 10 of diamonds there. We could pack either a jack of diamonds or a 9 of diamonds upon it. If we pack a 9, we could then go back to a 10 and then back down to a 9. But it wouldn't really be beneficial, so I tend to think that we would just pack in ascending or descending order. That way you don't get yourself too confused. So a lot of this game is going to be us looking for specific cards and seeing if there's one that's closer to the fan as far as where that same rank is buried. Each card will be represented twice because we do have 2 decks here. So you'll see 2 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 2 4 of hearts. And so as you're needing these cards, it's good to look at where the other cards are located. Sometimes they'll be buried deeply and you won't be able to get to them. That's just one of the things of this game. The odds are pretty much in your favor. You should win this about 99% of the time. It should be very rare that you ever lose this game, considering that you have the ability to build up in the fans in ascending or descending order in suit. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Now we're just playing our cards. We're playing what we have on the table, and we're seeing if we can get something good done here. So here's our 4-5. We're looking for a 6 of spades. We have one, we have 2 of them, but we see which one would be better. We decide that one would be the better one. Now you're noticing I'm not really taking the last card of the fan, because at this point I am waiting to see if I might have a better use for it in the future. And if that's the case, I'll hold off on it and do that. So as far as right now, I'm going to go ahead and scan over my cards and see which ones are available and which ones I can use best. And of course, reminding myself that the top foundations, the ones going from king all the way down to ace, go in descending order. And the ace foundations go from ace all the way up to king in ascending order. Let's see how I do. Alright, we have the king. That means that pack there, that suit there will be complete. That book is complete, so one of the spades books is complete. Now we're just looking at what else we have. We need to start a king of clubs foundation. We move that 4 to the 3, and then we move the 5 and 6 and 7 on top, leaving that 9 of clubs by itself. We will go ahead and place on the other king of clubs that we had, and once we get to an ace, that will be complete. Now we just need to find the queen of clubs to put on that jack of clubs, and then the other king of clubs, and we'll have that book done. Alright, so we got another book complete for the hearts, and now we're going to get the Down to the 4 of hearts, we just need a 3, 2, and ace. Okay, there's another book of the spades. Both spades are completed, and both hearts are completed now, not just one. And there's the other club, and there's the diamonds, and there's the last diamond, so we managed to win, so yay! So like always, if you'd like to play something that's not a solitaire against somebody else that you don't know, otherwise known as strangers, come to our card game meetup subreddit, post your city and what public place you might actually want to do this at. Do click into the show more in the description to find that link, as well as links to other game channels I enjoy, as well as rules if we have any, and a link to a Discord server where we talk about card games all day, every day, including solitaires. So do check that Discord server out. It's a pretty fun place, and do call up your friends because you never know, they might want to play cards and nobody's called them to ask yet. And until you ask, you never know, and it never hurts to ask. So do ask. They might say yes, they might say no, but you never know until you actually call. Do share these videos with people you know like playing card games. Do like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. And do click under the community tab to see if we are running a poll this month. If we are, do vote in it. And I want to thank today's musician, and I'll see all of you next video.